everyone, welcome to Cast It On, Teeing It Up, because that's what we do, knit and crochet, plus other fiber crafts and non-fiber craft items. Everyone, I finally got my room back. When the summertime comes, I have to, well, not me, Calvin has to take the last set of cubicles and turn it towards us. Makes an L, so the portable air conditioner could go in the room because the forced air, central air, does not cool off, as they call this area, the attic. Don't know why. It's not an attic to me. The attic is up further. All right, everyone. Coming on to talk to you about Joann's. Now, looks like we have a middle of February, somewhere between March, as far as a buyer for Joann's. The lady at Joann's told Calvin, we may know something by March. So, praying for the best outcome for all those employees. And plus, I was watching a video. This young sister put it up. She did some excellent research. She researched where you have dollar figures and you have CEO names and what they did when they were there, where did they come from, and excellent. And this is not so much of, quote, mismanagement. It's a lot of factors involved. And one of the things that I forgot was the supply chain. Remember that? It was, roughly 4 years ago. And to my understanding, we are still in a supply chain problem, and that caused a lot of problems with many businesses, that supply chain, because companies thought outsourcing was cheaper. I'm scheduling myself to get some black cotton. I know I have a lot of combs of cotton yarn, but I want some black in the plus side. So, and also, I'm concerned about the amount of debt Joann owes. Now, you think about this. You probably say to yourself, well, those companies couldn't afford it if they get it from those big yarn producing company in China, India, Venezuela. I don't know about Venezuela, but sometimes you see some yarn from some countries that you like, where? So Turkey. And you say, oh, they can afford to take a hit. I learned that it's a lot of small vendors. Small vendors, everyone. Small vendors. Our entrepreneurs who have channels on YouTube. They make stuff at their kitchen table, let's say kitchen table, or their studio. And they sell it to stores. And a perfect example would be, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, those Wabi. It's a crochet or a knitting kit they sell at Joann's, and you get the yarn and needle, crochet hook, and all of the instructions. And it's very pricey. It is very pricey. This is someone who's coming up in the industry that is not a Joann's package. However, Joann's always gave us a 60% off coupon. So you could have used that coupon if you wanted that kit. Matter of fact, today, Joann has a 40% off one item coupon. So, and they are very popular, especially in the knitting community. I know they have the chickens, to give you comfort. I know I would need one of that if you put me on an airplane. Calvin's like, when we going to fly again, Penny? I said, never. I'm not getting on an airplane. Nope. So it's just so sad, people trying to make it in the fiber industry. And the tariffs, everyone. I knew they had tariffs, but she pulled up a video of the CEO, the lady who was there when the tariffs hit. Not in the prior administration, but the one before then that put that tariffs on that China stuff. Him. Every yarn type that Joann sell was hit with tariffs. And that increased the price of yarn. Remember, all of us was talking about big twist was $2.99, or big twist was $3.49, and I was the one saying, yeah, I got big twists in my house. I paid $1. No, I didn't pay $1 for it. I paid less than $1 for it because I had a super duper coupon. So she really went in debt. She really went in debt, and it's just not Joann's. It's just the business, how they do it. Joann's brought some hand cut fabrics out and just eliminated them, and that's what companies do. Michaels brought the entire company of AC Moore and eliminated them. That's what they do. All of them. All of these companies that have money, that's what they do. I worked for a couple of companies. Fur industry, they brought a lot of small companies out and just eliminated them, so they got rid of competition. So it's a known business thing that companies do. But I know we all are thinking about the workers, and of course me now with the small businesses, the mom and pops that sit home and make this stuff, and Joann sells it. So I did a video the other day. I showed, I think, this big twist bag of yarn, and I said I wasn't stress shopping, I was purpose shopping. And what that means is that two things this mean. I am buying up stuff to add with yarn that I already have. So if I'm making a blanket, I may not have enough, so I need to replenish that yarn. And I can't stand a shop where it's picked over stuff. So if Joann's hypothetically goes out of business and people go in there and they just tear up everything and stuff on the floor, I can't handle that. I just can't handle that. Certain times of the year, I cannot go Christmas shopping because people come in there after a certain hour and they start throwing stuff all over the floor. Matter of fact, Calvin was in a big name store, and he was talking to the lady, and he was telling her how nice and neat and clean everything was. She said, yeah, well, give it a couple of hours. They'll be in here, the people who wake up late, and it'll be a whole different scenario. So under that circumstances, I do not want to be running to the store looking for solid colors of fabric, and it's not any available, or yarn that's picked over and looks like it's been in a tornado. You know what I'm saying? So I have even money, and when I have even money, I don't like to spend any money. One of my family members, I told her what I need. I said, I can't buy that now because I have even money. So that's what's going on. A little bit what's going on with Joann's. It's just, of course, they could have closed down some stores. They could have cut down some of them hours. But in my opinion, in my neck of the woods, Joann's is the best store. As you know, I push Joann's a lot. They outdo Michael's. They outdo Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby remind me of a department store. That's what Hobby Lobby is. You got to pass the clocks, the paintings, the cups, the chairs, the bathroom. That's what Hobby Lobby reminds me of. And a lot of people say, I don't shop in there. They too expensive. Hobby Lobby is for middle class people. That's what it was designed for. Middle class. That's why it's so pricey. They only want a certain segment of the population in their stores. That's why the stuff is so pricey, but they make it affordable for us when they slash everything down to 70%. And then, we get goods. We get good deals. I know some people on YouTube, it's not only middle class, they upper middle class. And they wait till the deals come from Hobby Lobby. They can pay that regular price, but they don't. So, and Joann and Michael's, it was similar to a flagship store because it was a nice size store. It was a nice size store, so it wasn't too many square foot off from a flagship store. They closed that down. We recently found out about that, and they moved into one of the old mall stores that AC Moore had, which was smaller. And Calvin went in there to get some strings for Christmas boxes, and he said they absolutely didn't have anything in there. But before they moved, they didn't have anything in there. I don't even remember the last time I shopped at Michael's for yarn. I think it probably was after in New Jersey they let us go outside. They let the stores open. Not let us go outside, but let the stores open where we can actually go into the stores. Other than that, there was never online. Yeah, it was better, but not in store for yarn. And fabric, that's a joke. They do have fabric online, but like you folks say, you have to touch stuff and look at stuff. If you don't know what you get and you kind of crossing your fingers, it's the good thing. I remember last year, year before last, had to be 2 years, no more than 3 years ago. Michaels gave us 50% off coupon off anything, and one of the subscribers brought her a sewing machine. The sewing machine was $200 and something, and she had a problem for it going into the system. She called customer service, and they worked everything out. And she sent me the information. I was tempted to get one, but I didn't need another sewing machine, although I'm continue to buy them. But she was able to score that deal. Don't know how that went through, but it did. Okay, everyone. So, as you can see, I'm in my yarn room. Everyone. Now, what we said. We read from left to right. So let's start from back here. See that big bag back there? See where that yellow is? That's one bag. That's a smaller bag. Then there's the next one. That one came today. You saw some of this. I opened up the bag and put it on a community post. I definitely know it's 48 yarns in there. This one had, I think this one has to be shown. Okay, this is how it go. One of these I didn't show, and one of these you already saw, and it's line brand. So I definitely got to do my inventory. Here, 1, 2 bags, and I am looking forward to opening up this one. This came from Sherry Knowles. Appreciate it so much. I had it for a couple of days, but I'm not ready to open it yet. I'm saving it because that's what I do. And would be the second package. She made some kitchen towels for me. I remember those. And I also seen many of her packages. I call them love package. Like many of you probably call them Happy Mail. I call it Love Mail. From my heart to yours. And every time someone has opened one of Sherry Knowles packages, it was always very nice. And plus, for her to do that for me, and she's not feeling well, appreciate it very, very much. So she was one of the recipients of the 12 days of Christmas. So and she did me a favor. She was kind of watching my back and let me know what was going on, and I sent her a love package, and in return, so she sent me something she had made. But and I was so appreciative of that. Now, everyone, it's not that difficult to show you the yarn, but what the situation is, once I take this yarn out, I have to put it in bags, clear plastic bags. And then they have to go into storage bags, which I have a couple of them under the gray bag. They have to go in there, and then they have to go in downstairs in the basement. So that's why I haven't shown the yarn, because I don't want to do all those extra steps now. I'm not lazy. I just don't believe in touching stuff and putting it back. So you don't see a lot of this stuff anyway. And I have one order that's should be here in a couple of days, but it may be broken up into 3 orders. But that's just going to be one order. That's just going to be one order. So that should be here in a couple of days. So in the meantime, check your emails, because they do have coupons if you order online and you ship to your house. 25% off your order, 40% off one item, and 20% off if you pick it up in the store. And it's getting slim, especially with Big Twist. I always say, and I like to think, but I put Big Twist on the market. Me. And a lot of y'all know that's true. However, I got away from Big Twist. I had no idea Big Twist had all these new lines and beautiful colors. They remind me of ice. Like, this is my ice wall back here. They remind me of ice. It's when you go on the website, you just get overwhelmed if you do not know how to work through the website. That's a big twist done took over. They're like AC Moore, Nicole yarn, same thing. So a lot of people didn't like the value yarn. Some people didn't like the value yarn of Big Twist, but they like the other stuff that came out, and then the new stuff that just recently was released. And people are just buying up yarn just in case, which is smart. you know, especially if you have a business. And that was one of the reasons why I had to buy some more of these skeins. I think it's maybe about 40 something, 43. I purchased because I made a lot of hats and I sell hats. And that's some high-end yarn. That's a bulky yarn. That's Lion Brand yarn. One of the nicer yarn to make hats with on the bulky side, you know. So that was $2.99. And online at Lion Brand is $5.99. And on top of it, I was able to get a bulk discount because I brought over 10 skeins and 25% off on that. So that was excellent. So hopefully I can start showing these videos. I was going to ask Calvin to help me because if he passes the yarn to me, it would be less bending for me. But Calvin he wasn't feeling well yesterday. He's 90% back, better today. Just was, you know how we get older, and he was outside in the cold a little bit too longer than he should have been. So, you know, arthritis, I guess it is. And a little one attention, you know, to have some tea. Why do I need to tell you, make you some tea? Okay, everyone, let me let you go. So if your funds are slow, you know, you're looking to get your digit Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, or next week. Oh, I got a birthday coming up in February. Oh, I didn't forget, but I just thought I would remind y'all. So I have to make my list of some things I want. And if I do get the stuff, I'll share it with you. So, you know, if you can, everyone, just be safe. Buy with a purpose, just in case stuff sell out or Joann's close their doors. You don't want picked over stuff yarn on the floor and yarn all unraveled. You don't want stuff like that. You don't need to buy stuff like that. Okay, so again, thank you, Sherry Knows. I appreciate it very much. Okay, all right, everyone. With all this yapping I did, I could have showed y'all a bag of yarn, right? All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.